Welcome everyone to day 15 of this 30 days of pentatonic licks, so halfway there. And today we're going to do this double stop heavy lick. So this is going to be in the key of G, G minor pentatonic, and it's all in the first position. So this lick is, I wanted to introduce you guys to a little more double stops. This is going to be a little tough to play, so it's a great riff, a great lick to learn to, get these techniques. So that's why I'm trying to mix these techniques in to show them to you, so you're kind of at the same time as you're learning something fun and cool that you can play on your backing tracks, right, and jam with, you're at the same time learning some techniques and different ways to play, different concepts to mess around with in your soloing. So these double stops, we're going to do might be a little complicated to play if you're not used to it. This is going to be one of those bends. We're going to have one of these double stop bends where you bend up to the same note, right? So we're bending one note up to the other note, so it resolves. It feels like it's resolving. So it's really the same note. Okay, it's the same note, but we're bending up to it. So let's get right into the riff, and we'll get to that part. I'll show you then. So you're going to start with your third finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string. And you're going to pick that note, let it sound, and slide up to the 5th fret. Like that. So you want to hear it, and then slide up. So it doesn't sound like you're going like this. Not like that where it just hear the 5th fret. No. You want to pick the 3rd fret, slide it up to the 5th fret. You want to hear the full slide. Like that. And then bring your first finger down to the 3rd fret of the 3rd string. And then bring your 3rd finger back to the 5th fret on the 4th string. Like this. So this is where you can just pick the note on the 3rd string. I like to do the feeling bend. You can do the feeling bend where you go, right? You can do that, or you can just pick it. Okay? You don't have to do the bend. But that would be the first finger on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string. Or you can just go. Now this is where the double stops come in. 3rd finger on the 3rd string on the 5th fret, and your 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Then you're going to pick the 2nd and 3rd string together, keeping them where they are, and then you're going to bend this 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the 3rd string up until it resolves to the same note as the 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So you're going to be bending it up a whole step to the 7th fret, which is this note. And you can test to see if it's right by going to that, or you can hear it when you bend it. So go, right? Like that. Okay? So you want to hear both notes, and you want to hear it resolve. Like that. See, you see the same note. So like that. So you want to bend that one, and let those two ring. And then you're going to pick bar the 1st and 2nd strings on the 3rd fret with your 1st finger and pick both of those in a double stop. So like this. Bend both. And you do that twice. So that's the part that might be a little complicated and hard for you to get. But, be patient with yourself. Do it over and over again. Do it slowly. Don't try to rush to get it fast. And you'll get it. It might be building up some strength in your fingers and building up your calluses a little bit. It's a rough thing to play, but. So whole thing goes like this so far. And then you're going to bring your 3rd finger to bar the 2nd and 3rd strings on the 5th fret. And bring your 1st finger to bar the 2nd and 3rd strings on the 3rd fret. Keep both of them on there. And then you're going to strike the 2nd and 3rd strings with your 3rd finger on that 5th fret. And pull that off to the 1st finger, barring the 2nd and 3rd strings. So. And then put your 3rd finger on the 4th string on the 5th fret. So like this. So like this. Like that. Then bring your first finger back to barring the second and third strings on the third fret. And this one is going to be like that feeling bend, right? So the feeling bend. So you bend both. This is another thing that might be difficult at first, right? Because it takes some strength in your finger and your hand. So you hit both second and third strings and bend down a little bit. It doesn't have to be, it's not a whole step. It's just a slight, it's a feeling bend, like that. So, and then the riff ends with the third finger back on the 5th fret again on the 4th string, and you hit it twice. And then slide it down off the board, so to nothing. So, like that. So the way that double stop part goes from here, it goes. Right? So the whole thing very slowly goes like this. Or you don't have to bend that one, you can though. Right? Slower. A little faster. So remember, don't be discouraged by anything. Just if it's hard to play at first, it's that learning process, right? Of getting different rhythms, different timings, and different feelings, different ways of positioning your fingers, and it all takes time, all practice, you know, and it'll come for sure. Just practice diligently, practice focused. In other words, like don't practice sloppy because it'll never get clean, right? Practice clean and it'll get clean. The speed is the last thing that comes, okay? The technique is first. So practice clean and slow and focused, very focused, trying to get everything perfect finger-wise, like putting your fingers on everything clean so you don't hear other strings. And then if you practice that way, your finished product will be that way. But if you practice sloppy and don't care about like hitting other notes and strings and, you know, sounding muted and buzzing and stuff, if you don't care about that, when it gets fast, it'll also sound like that. It won't magically change, okay? So you gotta practice it right from the beginning, clean from the beginning, and then it'll be clean when you speed up. And you will speed up. It might just take a little longer than it would if you practiced sloppily and didn't worry about playing it nice. Of course it'll take longer, but it'll also sound much better, okay? So it's worth it to put in the time, the focused practice. Doesn't have to be super long, right? But just try to do it focused and clean and put in, you know, 10, 15, 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day. You know, we can all find 30 minutes really, you know, 20 minutes if we, you know, if you take out like 30 minutes of Netflix time or something. So if you do focus practice every day like that, 20, 30 minutes, you'll definitely improve. And if you're not improving and you are doing focused practice, then write me and let me know. And let me know if you have any questions. And there's probably something that's stopping you. Something is blocking you from improving. So write me if that's the case. If you're really putting in that time every day consistently and doing focused, clean, patient practice, and you're not improving, let me know, and we'll see if we can figure it out what it is. Okay, I'll make a video on it. Right. So I'll see you tomorrow for day 16. If you have any questions about that riff, anything confusing about the double stops, let me know and I'll get back to you. Until then, take care.